and thank Emmanuel Lutheran Church for this wonderful space where Tuba Bach calls home now for all of our concerts. It's a great place to play. It looks beautiful. It sounds beautiful. So many thanks to Emmanuel Lutheran Church. All of our platinum sponsors, want to call them out right now. Ferris State University has been taking good care of us since the very beginning back in 2006, 19 years ago. So thanks to Dr. Pink and the President's Office and all the folks at Ferris. The Marlis Myron Memorial Fund, and thanks to Gunder for helping us get out. That helps us get out for community outreach programs in schools and nursing homes, and this weekend we were able to do some workshops with more about that later in the program, but to be able to work with some Ferris students and Vocal Lyrica members and things like that. The Michigan Arts and Culture Council and the National Endowment for the Arts is your tax dollars doing wonderful things here in your community. So that's a thank your Congress people for that. And it's our 5th year now of partnership with the Michigan State University College of Music, so we appreciate all that they do to help us out. So more a little bit later from me, but right now, mostly, please help me welcome. This has been an amazing group to have here in town. I'm so sorry that it's a very short 3 days. I wish I could be here forever. They've been so much fun. But Taylor O'Donnell, Paul Pampinella, David Scott, and Chris Humphrey, please help me welcome the Vintage Vocal Quartet.
Thank you, Ed.
Paul, did you tangle my strap?
No, I did not.
Ah! There it is.
Well, we are so happy to be here in Big Rapids, and I was able to come to this festival a couple of years ago and see firsthand what a great job Ed does organizing this event for the community. So I want to give him a round of applause. And normally this group, Chris Humphrey over here, has to play double duty because we're the Vintage Vocal Quartet, right? So we got to keep our numbers down. Finances being what they are these days. So usually Chris plays drums and trombone. But since we knew we had Ed here in Michigan to play with us, we are working him hard. So we're really, really happy that he's able to play with us. All right, should we hit it?
Yeah.
One, two, three.
Don't sit under the apple tree with anyone else but me. Anyone else but me. Anyone else but me. No, no, no. Don't sit under the apple tree with anyone else but me till I come marching home. Don't go walking down Lover's Lane with anyone else but me. Anyone else but me. Anyone else but me. No, no, no. Don't go walking down Lover's Lane with anyone else but me till I come marching home. I just got word from a guy who heard from the guy next door to me. The girl he met just loves to pet, and it fits you to a T. So don't sit under the apple tree with anyone else but me till I come marching home.
Don't give out with those lips of yours to anyone else but me. To anyone else but me. To anyone else but me. Watch the girls on the foreign shore. You're getting the 3rd degree when you come marching home. Don't hold anyone on your knee. You better be true to me. You better be true to me. You better be true to me. Don't hold anyone on your knee. You're getting the third degree when you come marching home. You're on your own where there is no phone, and I can't keep tabs on you. Be fair to me, I'll guarantee that's the one thing that I'll do. I won't sit under the apple tree with anyone else but you till you come marching home.
Don't sit under the apple tree with anyone else but me. I know the apple tree is reserved for you and me, and I'll be true till you come marching home.
So you're probably familiar with the band that made that one famous. Can I hear it from the audience? It's from the... No, nobody. 0 people know that was the Glenn Miller Orchestra? Yeah, the Glenn Miller Orchestra. So the Glenn Miller Orchestra had, I think, 13 horns. So the part of the 13 horns today is played by Ed Millett.
No pressure.
Yeah. We're vocal harmony nerds up here, so people normally they think, oh, the Glenn Miller Orchestra. Well, we think of the Glenn Miller Orchestra as the band that backed up the Modernaires, because the Modernaires was the vocal group. So next we're going to do a song by the vocal group that played with the Tommy Dorsey Band, and this was the Pied Pipers. All right? Oh, little Pied Pipers fans out here?
Dream when you're feeling blue. Dream, that's the thing to do. Dream while the smoke rings rise in the air. You'll find your share of memories there. So dream when the day is through. Dream and they might come true. Things never are as bad as they seem. So dream, dream, dream. Things never are as bad as they seem. So dream, dream, dream.
Thank you so much. You know, when people ask me who my favorite child is, usually my kids ask this, I will say I can't answer, because that's what you do, right? When people say, who's your favorite jazz singer, though, I gotta put Mel Torme right near the top. And not just because he was so beloved of Judge, what was the judge's name on Night Court? Yeah, Judge Harry. Not just because of that, though that probably is the first time I heard of Mel Torme. But anyway, Mel Torme was just an incredible talent. Like, you know, did you know that he was the musical director and pianist for the Judy Garland show? Like, he was Judy Garland's like right-hand man for that show. He was also an amazing drummer. He wrote a biography of, was it Gene Krupa?
Gene Krupa.
Yeah, so he's a writer. Amazing singer, like sang like almost like scat singing almost as good as like Ella Fitzgerald, and also an amazing arranger. And you also have to give him credit for his choice of names, because he called his vocal group, get this, Mel Torme and the Meltones. That's pretty good, right? I mean, that's not a person who is embarrassed to give himself top billing, right? So give him points for chutzpah as well. So this one is from Mel Torme and the Meltones. Originally did with Artie Shaw's band, and then later just with the Tones. And here we go.
Because I've been kissed by lovely you. What can it be that suddenly came over me? What is this thing called love? This funny thing called love. Is there anybody who can solve this mystery? Tell me, why should it make a fool of me? I saw you there one wonderful day. You took my heart and then you threw it away. And that's why I asked the Lord in heaven above, what is this thing called love? It's hard to bear, looked everywhere, asked everyone under the sun. They turned away each time I asked, what is this thing called love?
We have actually a lot of Pied Piper's tunes in our book these days, don't we? So this is another Pied Piper song. And this is one they did in conjunction with a great singer-songwriter from Savannah, Georgia, by the name of Johnny Mercer. He had a great career, amazing career as a songwriter, as a lyricist. He was the guy that you would call if you had an instrumental hit as like a theme song from a movie or something like that, and you wanted to double your money and release a vocal version as well. You'd be like, get me Johnny Mercer on the phone. We need lyrics, stat. But in this one, this song is one of his originals where he actually wrote it with Harold Arlen, the great Harold Arlen, Wizard of Oz and all that. But I think this one really reflects his Southern upbringing, because like I said, he was the pride of Savannah, Georgia. Did he write Hard-Hearted Hannah?
Yes,
Hard-
Savannah, GA.
What's the, how's, it's a tongue twister.
Hard-Hearted Hannah from Savannah, GA.
Yeah. So he knew what he was talking about when he was getting to this Southern bag. So here we go, some Johnny Mercer. Ready? 3, 4. Gather round me, everybody. Gather round me while I preach some. I feel a sermon coming on me. The topic will be sin. 'Cause that's what I'm again. If you want to hear my story, just settle back and just sit tight while I start reviewing the attitude of doing right. Got to accentuate the positive, eliminate the negative, latch on to the affirmative, and don't mess with Mr. In Between. You gotta spread joy up to the maximum, bring gloom down to the minimum. Have faith, or pandemonium is liable to walk upon the scene. To illustrate my last remark,
Jonah and the whale, Noah and the ark.
what did they do just when everything looked so dark?
Man, they said we better accentuate the positive, eliminate the negative, and latch on to the affirmative.
Don't mess with Mr. In Between. No, don't mess with Mr. In Between.
You gotta spread joy down to the maximum, bring gloom down to the minimum, and have faith. Our pandemonium is liable to walk upon the scene.
You got to accentuate the positive, eliminate the negative, latch on to the affirmative. Don't mess with Mr. In Between.
No, don't mess with Mr. In Between.
All right. Well, we usually have a couple of songs in our set back to back that we call the, do we call it the pony set or the horse set or something? Cowboy set, something like that. Well, this time they're a little spread apart in our set, but this one is an old Cole Porter tune that's about riding your horse through the great wide open West, sung by originally, I don't know if originally, but the version we're covering is Bing Crosby and the Andrews Sisters. So a really good combination. They made a bunch of recordings together, and this is, you'll recognize the horse theme right at the intro. So let's get right to it.
He's Bing, we're the Andrews Sisters.
Yep.
starry skies above. Don't fence me, let me ride through the wide open country that I love. Don't fence me, let me be by myself in the evening breeze. Listen to the murmur of the cottonwood trees. Send me off forever, but I ask you, please, don't fence me.
Just turn me loose, let me straddle my old saddle underneath the western skies. On my cayuse, let me wander over yonder till I see the mountains rise.
I want to ride to the ridge where the west commences and gaze at the moon till I lose my senses. And I can't look at hobbles and I can't stand fences. Don't fence me in.
Oh, give me land, lots of land under starry skies. Don't fence me in. Let me ride through the wide country that I love. Don't fence me in. Let me be by myself in the evening breeze and listen to the murmur of the cottonwood trees. Let me off forever, but I ask you, please, don't fence me in. Just turn me loose, let me straddle my old saddle underneath the western skies.
On my cayuse, let me wander over yonder till I see the mountains rise. Ba 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 ba. I want to ride to the ridge where the west commences and gaze at the moon till I lose my senses. And I can't look at hobbles and I can't stand fences. Don't fence me in, no. Papa, don't you fence me in.
We're going to feature, this is Mr. Paul Pampinella, everybody. Paul Pampinella. And this next song we're going to do for you, this is another Pied Pipers song. And I think now, you know, as much as I hate to do it, we should give the instrumentalists a little bit of credit. They were with the Tommy Dorsey Orchestra. And Paul has a little bit of a personal history with the Dorseys.
Little connection. My uncle, Billy Verplank, was an arranger and trombonist originally with the Dorsey Band, but then when the Dorsey Band broke up because of too many fistfights between the Dorsey brothers, the band split up. Tommy went one way, Jimmy went the other, and my uncle ended up in Jimmy's band, and he did arranging, and he played trombone, traveled on a bus all across doing all the stops. Probably came here, who knows? I would not be surprised at all. But I'm wearing his jacket. And we like to imagine that he wore this jacket on stage with the Dorsey Band, but no, yes, it's his jacket, but this is like from the 70s, but it's still his jacket. So, well, there it is.
And we love vocal groups. And there's no shortage of vocal groups that have produced outstanding soloists, like who can forget Destiny's Child, Beyonce, right? What was Justin Timberlake?
The Supremes.
Diana Ross, Supremes. Justin Timberlake's boy band he was in before.
NSYNC.
Yeah, NSYNC,
Oh, yeah.
right? So like vocal groups have a great history of producing great soloists. So this song is from the Pied Pipers, and the Pied Pipers were no exception to this rule. They produced two great soloists. One is Jo Stafford. You might or might not know that name. Look her up. She's on all the streaming services. One of the most beautiful voices of kind of mid-century pop. And the part of Jo Stafford will be played by our own Taylor O'Donnell in this next song. And Jo was the leader of the Pied Pipers. And one day, Tommy Dorsey said, well, we've got a new singer. And Jo Stafford was like, all right, let's see what this kid can do. He comes in, he's a skinny kid from New Jersey. He kind of talks a little funny. He's sort of cute, but he just looks like if you blew on him, he might fly away. So the Pied Pipers were sitting in the corner saying, all right, let's see what this guy's got. And then he opened his mouth, and it was Frank Sinatra. And, you know, that's kind of the punchline. They said, all right, he belongs. So playing the part of Frank will be our kid from New Jersey, Paul.
I'm not the guy who cared about love, and I'm not the guy who cared about fortunes and such. Never cared much.
Oh, look at you now.
I never knew the technique of kissing. I never knew the thrill I could get from your touch. Never knew much.
Oh, look at you now. You're a new man, better than Casanova at his best.
With a new heart, a brand new start, I'm so proud I'm busting my vest.
So you're the guy who turned out a lover.
Yes, I'm the guy who laughed at those blue diamond rings. One of those things.
But look at you now.
He's not the guy who cared about love, and he's not the guy who cared about fortunes and such. Cared about much, but look at him now. I'm a lover. He never knew the technique of kissing. He never knew the thrill he could get from her touch. Never knew much, but look at him now. Man, I've really come on.
He's a new man, better than
Casanova at his best, right on.
with a new start, a brand new heart.
He's so proud he's busting his vest. So he's the guy who turned out a lover. So he's the guy who laughed at those blue diamond rings. One of those things. But look at me now. He's a new man, better than Casanova at his best. He's got some new drive and he's really fine. Why, I'm so proud I'm busting my vest. He's a lover. Yes, we know he's a lover. Yeah. I laughed at those blue diamond rings. One of those things. But look at him now. Jack, I'm ready. Look at him now.
All right, I think we need Ed to change instruments here, right? Because to play the part of Tommy Dorsey, who was an amazing trombone player, they say that Sinatra actually learned a great deal of his phrasing ideas from watching Tommy Dorsey play trombone. Ed doesn't play trombone. But he has this like weird kazoo thing. What is that exactly? What is that thing?
Whatever you want to call it, but not a kazoo.
Is it it's an ophioklide?
A piccolo tuba.
A piccolo tuba. Raise your hand if you've seen a piccolo tuba before. If you've been to these concerts, maybe you have. Yeah. Right. So here we go. This is another one featuring Frank and Joe, the Pied Pipers, and Tommy.
Sometimes I wonder why I spend the lonely nights dreaming of a song. The melody haunts my reverie, and I am once again with you. When our love was new, and each kiss an inspiration.
Oh, but that was long ago, and now my consolation is in the stardust of a song.
And beside a garden wall, when the stars were bright, you were in my arms. The nightingale told its fairy tale of paradise where roses grew. Though I dream in vain, in my heart it always will remain. My stardust melody, the memory of love's refrain. Do, 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 do. Though I dream in vain, in my heart it always will remain. My stardust melody, the memory of love's refrain. Do, 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 do. The memory of love's refrain.
I usually play that one on trombone. That's wicked hard. Nice job, Ed. Wicked hard. Wicked hard.
It's so
you know,
beautiful there.
You know, we're in Michigan, right? Not New England anymore.
Oh, yes.
They might not know Wicked.
We just parked the car over there, so.
Yeah,
This next song we're going to sing for you is a Boswell Sisters hit. I'm going to sit right down and write myself a letter. Connie Boswell was Ella Fitzgerald's favorite singer in the whole world, and I think it was what the group, the Boswell Sisters, was what the Andrews Sisters modeled themselves after. So hope you enjoy this.
Mailman passes by, I just wonder why he never stops to ring my front doorbell. Not a single line from that old love of mine, not a word since I last heard farewell. That That's the reason that I'm gonna sit right down and write myself a letter and make believe it came from you. Oh, I'm gonna write words oh so sweet. I'm gonna knock me off my feet.
A lot of kisses on the bottom. I'll be oh so glad I got 'em. I'm gonna smile and say I hope you're feeling better. And close with love the way you used to do. Oh, I'm gonna sit right down, write myself a letter, and make believe, make believe, make believe the letter came from you. I'm gonna sit right down and write myself a letter and make believe it came from you. I'm gonna write words oh so sweet, they're gonna knock me off my feet. A lot of kisses on the bottom, I'll be glad I got 'em. I'm gonna smile and say I hope you're feeling better. And close with love the way you do. I'm gonna sit right down and write myself a letter, whoa, and make believe it came from you, oh. I'm gonna write I love you, honey, indeed I do, and make believe it came from you. I'm tired of waiting, 'cause I'm so thinking of you all day through. I'm gonna say the sweet things that I love to hear. I live in a dream and just pretend you're near. I'm gonna sit right down, write myself a letter. I'm gonna fool myself when I make myself believe the letter came from you. Make believe it came from you.
All right. This is another one of yours, right?
Yeah, this is Moonglow. Let me see. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. It must have been moonglow, way up in the blue. It must have been moonglow that led me straight to you. I still hear you saying, dear one, hold me fast. And I started praying, oh Lord, please let this last. We seem to float right through the air. Heavenly songs seem to come from everywhere. And now when there's moon glow, way up in the blue, I'll always remember that moon glow gave me you. Seem to float right through the air. Heavenly songs seem to come from everywhere. And now when there's moon glow way up in the blue, I'll always remember that moon glow gave me you. That moon glow gave me you.
Taylor O'Donnell. Next song we're going to do for you is from a vocal group that nobody ever thinks of as a vocal group, and that's called the Nat King Cole Trio. Nat King Cole and his trio played piano, guitar, and bass, but they also sang, and of course Nat sang a lot, but his backing vocalists also sang too. So I think that counts as a vocal group, don't you think? I'm claiming them. I hereby claim them as a vocal group. You know, if what you know of Nat Cole is unforgettable, that's what you are. That stuff, that Nat is beautiful, but early Nat is a lot more fun and a lot easier to dance to. Not slow dance, I will say that. Speaking of dancing, you think there's room?
There is room on the dance floor for one more couple.
I believe there is. All right, so here's an early Nat Cole Trio jam called I Like to Riff.
I like to riff. I like to riff.
Riffing is the thing for me. I like to riff.
Cause it puts me solid in the mood.
I like to riff.
Oh, it's a solid killer. Ba-do-ba-do-ba-da-da-da-da-ba-do-da. Riffing is the thing for me.
If you want to be a sender, knock your deuce on the Brusa bender. Make a major scale and run it.
Da-ba-do-da-da-ba-do-ba-da.
Zip,
I like to riff.
cause it makes you feel so fine.
I like to riff.
Take your troubles off your mind. Ba-da-ba-do-ba-da-da-da-ba-do-da. Riffing is the thing for me. Well, you can riff like this. Riff like this.
I like to riff.
Cause it makes you feel so fine.
I like to riff.
Takes your troubles off your mind. Riffing is a thing for me.
So I mentioned earlier that yesterday morning, the group had a chance to work with a couple of different local ensembles, and so special insert into the program, surprise, very cool moment. So one of the groups that they worked with yesterday was some members from Vocal Lyrica, and so would invite them up to the stage, and Katie can talk about upcoming concerts and things like that. But so happy to have Vocal Lyrica members. Please welcome.
Hello there. Isn't this a wonderful concert? The amount of talent in this small space just blows my mind. So we're so grateful that they came up here to Big Rapids, all the way from Boston, and that they took time yesterday to work with us. They worked with one of my fair small ensembles and also with this small, wonderful ensemble of Vocal Lyrica ladies. We have a concert coming up with both Ferris and Vocal Lyrica on November 21st at Ferris. It's a Thursday night at 7:30, and it will be an evening of all a cappella music, featuring also the Treblemakers, which is a youth ensemble here in town, and the Great Lakes Men's Chorus from Grand Rapids, and they sing mostly barbershop harmony music. So it will be a very fun night. And then the Vocal Lyrica and Troublemaker concert is December 7th, a Saturday afternoon at 4 o'clock at the Big Rapids High School. So we hope that you can come and join us for some more wonderful music. Maybe not quite this professional level, but we have a fantastic time. So.
Acadian singers. That was absolutely beautiful. Thank you so much. So you're all here, so we don't really need to preach this particular message to you, but I'm going to say it anyway, just so you can tell your friends. Live music is great. It's fun, right? It feels good. It's good for you. Whenever I have a every other week concert series that I run back home in Massachusetts. And when I'm getting ready to go, it's after a long day's work. I come home, I have dinner in about 7 minutes. I've got it timed just right so I can still get to the venue on time. And when I'm bolting down my dinner, getting ready to go to this music event that I have every 2 weeks, I think to myself, I don't want to go. I want to stay home. I want to sit on the couch and just take it easy, right? But I have to go because I'm in charge, right? So I go. And at the end of the night, I feel like $1,000,000. I sleep great the night after. I make new friends. And I get to hear people sing, right? What could possibly be better? We forget, right? So I'm just giving a little bit of a speech here. I know, I apologize. And I don't need to be telling you. I need to be telling people who aren't here. Preaching to the choir. Oh, I see what you did there. But there's nothing like live music, and I mean, going even a step above that, there's nothing like hearing human beings singing in harmony together. So, again, props to this choir that came out and sang for us. November 21st. Don't miss it. Okay.
All right, we've got a little slightly different setup here. Just me with an instrument, and well, we're all singing still. This is a little tune made famous originally by the Ink Spots, but most of us, and perhaps most of you, know it from a remake done by the Manhattan Transfer. Was that back in the 80s?
I think so,
Yeah. And they pretty much did it straight up. A little thing we call Java Jive, and one very interesting thing about the Ink Spots is they had a signature intro to a lot of their songs, not all of them. But the intro often sounded like this.
I love coffee, I love tea, I love the Java Jive and it loves me. Coffee and tea and the Java and me, a cup, a cup, a cup, a cup, a cup. I love Java, sweet and hot. Whoops, Mr. Moto, I'm a coffee pot. Shoot me the pot and I'll pour me a shot. A cup, a cup, a cup, a cup, a cup.
Come on and slip me a slug from that wonderful mug, and I'll cut a rug till I'm snug in a jug. A slice of onion and a raw one. Draw one.
Waiter, waiter, percolator. I love coffee, I love tea. I love the Java Jive and it loves me. Coffee and tea and the Java and me. A cup, a cup, a cup, a cup, a cup.
Oh, Boston beans, soybeans.
Yeah.
Get those little bitty green beans and Michigan greens. But I'm not keen about a bean unless it is a Big Rapids bean, boy. I love Java, I love tea. I love the Java Jive and it loves me. The coffee and the tea and the Java and me. A cup, a cup, a cup. Yeah, oh, I love Java, sweet and hot. Whoops, Mr. Moto, I'm a coffee pot. Shoot me that pot and I'll pour me a shot. A cuppa, a cup, yeah. Throw me that slug from that wonderful mug, and I'll cut a rug till I'm snug in a jug. Drop a nickel in the pot, Joe. Take 'em slow. Waiter, waiter, percolator. I love coffee, I love tea. I love the Java Jive and it loves me. Coffee and tea and the Java and me. Yes! A cup, a cup, a cup, a cup.
Yes, I can. You got a little issue? All right, then. A little ways back, I mentioned our horse set. We're not exactly sure what to call it, but we had at least 3 songs that mentioned either the West, horses, or cowboys.
Or donkey.
Or donkeys. Or ponies, or something like that. This is one of them. This is an old Hoagie Carmichael song done, covered by quite a bunch of people. We're doing the version made famous by the Mellowlarks. This little.
They're kind of a funny name because you'd think the Mellowlarks would be like easy listening, but they're actually super swinging. Yeah.
All right, and you might think they might be related to Mel Torme,
But not.
but not.
Mel Torme, the Melltowns, and the Mellowlarks. Tonight only.
Here we go. Old Buttermilk Sky.
Oh, buttermilk sky, I'm keeping my eye peeled on you. What's the good word tonight? Are you gonna be mellow tonight? Oh, buttermilk sky, can't you see my little donkey and me? We're as happy as a Christmas tree, headed for the one I love. I'm gonna pop her the question, that question. Do you, darling, do you do? It'll be easy, oh, so easy, if I can only bank on you. Oh, buttermilk sky, I'm telling you why, now you know. Keep it in mind tonight, keep brushing those clouds from sight. Oh, buttermilk sky, don't you fail me when I'm needing you most. Hang a moon above the hitching post, hitch me to the one I love. You can if you try, don't tell me no lie. Will you be mellow and bright tonight, buttermilk sky? Oh, buttermilk sky, don't you fail me when I'm needing you most. Hang that moon above a hitching post, hitch me to the one that I love, love, love. Give it a try, tell me no lie. Just be mellow and bright tonight, buttermilk sky.
It's funny, you know, we think genre labels are so strict, but jazz and country music and Western swing, they all kind of swam in the same ocean. Bing Crosby had a bunch of like what you would call like Western hits today. Yeah, they just, right? Who needs definitions? Who needs labels?
Ray Charles, that whole country album Ray did.
Oh, Modern Sounds
Fantastic.
in Country and Western Music by Ray Charles, Volumes 1 and 2. Is that what you're talking about?
Yes, sir.
Ooh,
That's the one. Those are the ones.
that is some. Oh, that's just, that music is so deep.
It is.
Yeah. Oh, so where were we?
We're
You're still here. Oh,
give it
hello.
give it a little. Oh yeah, right. That's why I'm holding this thing. Right. All right. Perhaps the oldest. I'm not sure of what I'm about to say, but I'll say it anyway. Maybe the oldest song in our repertoire. I think it is. But
Oh, this was a hit for what's his name?
Rudy.
Yeah, Rudy Valet and his Connecticut Yankees.
Yeah. Back in
1930, I think.
wow 1930.
Yeah.
Okay. And so therefore it was written before
Yep.
that. So we're talking probably the late 20s. But the version that we're going to do is sort of inspired by a guitarist, singer-guitarist named John Pizzarelli, son of Bucky Pizzarelli. And those names may or may not mean anything to you, but John Pizzarelli is still touring. He's not an old man. He's, but yeah, this version of
From New Jersey, right?
From New Jersey, yep. This version was inspired by a version of his, not a dead knockoff, but sort of. I'm confessing.
Don't think twice, take our advice. Confessing is the way to go. I'm confessing that I love you. Tell me, do you love me too? I'm confessing that I need you. Tell me I do. In your eyes I read such strange things, but your lips deny they're true. Will your answer really change things, making me blue? I'm afraid someday you'll leave me, saying, can't we still be friends? If you go, you know you grieve me. All in life on you depends. Am I guessing that you love me? Dreaming dreams of you in vain. I'm confessing that I love you over again. Don't quit now, we'll show you how. Confessing is the way to go. Someday you'll leave me, saying, can't we still be friends? If you go, you know you'll grieve me. All in life on you depends. Am I guessing that you love me? Dreaming dreams of you in vain. I'm confessing that I love you. I'm confessing that I need you. I'm confessing that I love you. That's our news, don't sing the blues. Confession is the way to go.
We haven't had enough pony songs or horse songs We definitely need one more. Good things come in threes. They say bad things come in threes. Well, good things come in threes also. So this is one that's kind of a barn burner, as we say out in the East Coast. Wicked barn burner. And this was by the Count Basie Orchestra, so I got to play fast. Everybody's got to play fast. And this is an example of what we call vocalese, which is you take somebody's improvised solos and somebody's written instrumental things, and you put lyrics to it, and you try to spit them all out. So you all warmed up, David? You got?
Yeah.
He makes up the entire word quotient in this song. I think he outstrips all of us for lyrics on this
If he
one.
got paid by the note, he'd be making tons of money, man. This is called Little Pony.
Deep centering breath. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Hurry up, dig a little pony, I know.
Say that so.
I said, hurry up, dig a little pony will blow.
Ride, ride,
Get
ride.
'em blowing pretty, what a wonderful tree.
Say that so.
Get 'em blowing steady, what a musical bee.
Ride, ride, ride.
Giddy up, go wake the city up. Giddy up, go wake the city up. Giddy up, once more, I wanna repeat.
They don't take till he's big, then they wait.
I said, giddy up, dig a little pony, I know.
Say that so.
I said, hurry up, dig a little pony will blow.
Ride, ride, ride.
Want to say a lot about a little pony. Want to celebrate the night the pony booted up the big beat. And every time I got to hooking, everybody started looking. I can't stop telling what he was doing. To blow as though his heart was in it every minute, grooving with a pretty kind of sound, really give it every pound. Never acting like the greatest cat around. Everybody dug and they had him really swinging like they did a dig from the gallon jug. And then they cooled a while, sentimental style. Later on a little while he had him singing, stomping the floor. Little pony had him riding, illustrating what a horn is really for. Had him coming back from war, and they added up the score. Joy galore.
Then down east and up the west, come to find this little pony's the best.
Anywhere you go, they got us at a little pony with a solid reputation. Down along the main street, over on the Hippodrome. People think of little pony as a real king, and his playing is a pleasure-giving thing. Blowing a horn and riding go together and forever give the kind of thrill a lot of people never want to end. But here they tell me about it, baby, and I'm merely going through it. He can figure it out and do it.
Blow your horn, do up the sound, sing your song, you're really putting it
A
down.
little bit of knowledge with a passable ear will get an awful lot of messages anywhere.
Ride, pony, ride.
That's me.
Be my wailing guide.
I'd like to be your wailing
Keep
guy.
on singing, that dig, you're bringing the word.
God alone, I'm really singing.
Go, pony, go.
I really will
Put
blow.
me in the
I'd
know.
like to put you in the
Dig
know.
me wigging that way, you're digging, I heard.
I'm going just about as fast as I can. Anybody ever made it out to the coast, they can tell you what I'm talking about. Little pony wailing on the alto saxophone. They holler, giddy up and gallop.
Bar, pony, bar.
I really will blow.
Don't be slow at all.
You know I won't be slow at all.
Don't be bashful, be like your
Take
mama
it
for
from me,
me.
gotta move along speedily.
Go on.
Gotta move along, gotta do the coda.
Say,
It's really the
Go.
end, you see.
go on.
But thanks a lot, really, baby, must quit the scene, if you know what I mean.
Be back.
Hang around me and you know it's a fact. You be for me, and I'll be back.
Don't be back just when you're in the pink.
Get a record that'll play a week.
Could be, Bob, could be.
What a drag. I don't mean to be a bragging man, but I'm saying with pride. What a wonderful pony ride.
David Scott, everybody. David Scott.
Welcome back.
Sure. Thank you for coming back, Ed. We're going to feature Ed on this one as well, and Taylor's going to sing this beautiful song from, is it a Disney production?
Yeah, it was
It was like really early animation. Yeah. This is from Cinderella.
1948.
Wow. Wow. And they were doing that stuff then. It's beautiful. We did this for a wedding back a few months ago, years ago, weeks ago, back in the day. And it's a pretty nice first dance. And if you don't remember this tune, you will. I think it's beautiful.
So this is love. Mm-hmm. So this is love. So this is what makes life divine. I'm all aglow, and now I know.
And now I know the key to all heaven is mine.
My heart has wings, and I can fly.
I'll touch every star in the sky. So this is the miracle that I've been dreaming of. So this is love.
My heart has wings, and I can fly.
I'll touch every star in the sky. For this is the miracle that I've been dreaming of. So this is love.
Well, it's been so fun, this group being on the road to visit you all here. And so the next song we're going to do is a road song. And just one more time, just say hi to everybody. This is Taylor O'Donnell.
Thank you.
And this is Paul Pampinella. And I'm David Scott. Over here is Chris Humphrey. Yes. And so, yeah, we got a couple more songs for you. And this one is, like I said, a road tune. Let's get away from it all. One, two, three.
I'm so tired of this dull routine. Up the town on the 8:15. Back at night and off to bed, and then get up and start it all over again.
Let's take a boat to Bermuda. Let's take a plane to St. Paul. Let's take a kayak to Quincy or Nyack. Let's get away from it all. Let's take a trip in a trailer. No need to come back at all. Let's take a powder to Boston for chowder. Let's get away from it all. We'll travel round from town to town. We'll visit every state.
And I'll repeat, I love you, sweet,
In all the 48. Oh, let's go again to Niagara.
And listen, this time we'll look out the fall.
Yes, let's leave our hut, dear. Get out of our rut, dear. Let's get away from it all. Hit the road and really get away from it all.
let's motor down to Miami. Let's climb the Grand Canyon wall.
Let's catch a tuna way out in Laguna. Let's get away from it all.
Let's travel south of the border. I'll get a real Spanish shawl.
For me, a muchacha.
Oh, but not while I watch you. Let's get away from it all. They say there's no place quite like home. A charming thought and pure.
But as we roam this world, how can we be sure?
Let's spend a weekend in Southland. I'll get a real southern drawl.
Then off to Reno.
But just to play some Keno,
Let's get away from it all.
We'll travel round from town to town. We'll visit every state.
And I'll repeat, I love you, sweet, in all the 48.
Off to Niagara. This time we're digging the falls.
Yes, we're leaving.
We're hitting the road. Oh, we're leaving. We're hitting the road. Yes, we're leaving. We're hitting the road. Oh, we're getting away from it all.
So, not quite done, but my last chance to talk just a little bit. Thank you all so much for coming, whether that be today or for the last 6 weeks or the last 19 years. It has, thank you so much. And looking forward to the next 19 years. So, again, want to draw your attention to the program. Please take a look through there at all the sponsors, all the businesses in town that support Tuba Bach, that support the arts in our community, and stop in and let them know that you notice that they do that. That helps us out, it helps them out, helps you out. So there's also a couple pages in there that have folks like you. Thank you for your support. If you are not on those pages and you would like to be on those pages, would love to make that happen as well. Adriana and Jane will be out by the table. They can talk to you about how to make that happen. I'm here. I'm happy to talk to you about it. There's a Venmo code on the front if you like playing with your phone. I don't know how it works, but some way it magically works, and so that's pretty cool. You can do that. There's envelopes out there. Any number of ways to support. The old tubas are by the door. They take donations on the way out. So however that all works, just thank you. Appreciate it very much. So this is the last day of the festival, of the 19th, the 2024 festival, the 19th one. There's still lots more to come. I mentioned earlier our partnership with Michigan State University College of Music, so that all kicks into gear pretty soon. November 24th, which is 3 days after the big Ferris Vocal Lyrica Choral Lollapalooza thing. On Sunday the 24th, Sheni Chow is a doctoral student from down at State in the percussion studio, does some amazing 6-mallet marimba stuff. So she's up November 24th. Our big Christmas concert, Tuba Bach Christmas with Alvin, Alvin Waddles will be back along with Jose Luis Maldonado and Phoenix Miranda. That's going to be very cool. That is on Sunday the 15th of December. And then in January is the whole International Piano series, grad students coming up from down there. And then in February, it's the Festival of the Arts, plus there's some other stuff in the middle of that in March and April. And so there's lots of Tuba Bach to come. And then next fall, September and October, year number 20. So at it again. So, yay!
You all know how lucky you are, right? Yeah. Because I don't have anything like this. So it's awesome.
Yeah, you don't know how lucky I am. So this is a pretty cool job. Mom's Cookies, please don't forget Mom's Cookies. That has been a big part of it since the very beginning too. So she's over in Fellowship Hall across the lobby. Stop in there, and she's got all that she has. And please go there and eat, because whatever's left over. Please stop in there and eat cookies. I appreciate that. Thank you to all the folks that do the whole live stream thing. Paul Hillman is over here running Command Central today, so appreciate that. And Jeff Peddlety is back doing some camera stuff and taking pictures. Steve Masters is at 97.3, kind of running the radio broadcast and all that. Adriana and Jane got you in the door. So thanks to all the whole team that makes this happen. Thank you to Vocal Lyrica and your spot in the middle of the show. And everybody, yes. And November 21st, go to the concert, yeah? And when's the Christmas concert? December 7th. So there you go. Lots and lots and lots of music coming up. Stage M has a show, I think, next weekend, Escanaba in the Moonlight, so local community theater stuff going on. Awesome show down at the local art gallery down at Artworks with Dan Cascardo and some stuff. So lots of things coming up in the future. So that's what I know about that. One more official tune, and I'm just saying, after the one more official tune, don't go away. There you go. Thank you, Taylor O'Donnell.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
And a big thank you to Paul Pampinella. And thank you to Chris for sharing your trombone parts with me. I appreciate that very much. And a huge thank you to David from 2 years ago when we did the other show and suggesting, he said, you know what would be a pretty cool thing to have come to Big Rapids, and boy, were you right. Thank you so much. David Scott.
What you done? Got me on the run, on the run. What you gonna do, gonna do? Tell me now, tell me now, tell me now.
First you say you do, and then you don't. Then you say you will, and then you won't. You're undecided now, so what are you gonna do? Now you wanna play, and then it's no. Then you say you'll stay, that's when you'll go. You're undecided now, so what are you gonna do?
I'm on a fence and it doesn't make sense, because you keep me in suspense and you know it. You promise to return, when you don't I really burn. You think that I would learn and I show it.
If you got a heart and if you kind, don't keep us apart, make up your mind. You're undecided now, so what are you gonna do?
Well, first you say you do, and then you don't. And then you say you will, that's when you won't. You're undecided now, so what are you gonna do?
Make up your mind, why must you be?
Now you're gonna play, and then it's don't. Then you say, that's when you go. You're undecided, and what are you gonna do?
What are you gonna do?
I've been sitting on the fence, and it don't make sense, but you keep me in suspense, and you know it.
Tell him, Taylor.
When you promise to return, you know I really burn. I guess I'll never learn, and I show it. So if you got a heart, be kind, don't keep us apart. Make up your mind. You're undecided now, so what are you gonna do?
First you say you do, and then you don't. Then you say you will, and then you won't. You're undecided now, so what are you gonna do? Gonna do? If you got a heart and if you're kind, don't keep us apart, make up your mind. You're undecided now, I just gotta know somehow. What are you gonna do?
The Vintage Vocal Quartet. Thank you.